All right, so when you're boondocking, you need gas, and you've got to have a way to make sure that you have it and it's secure and it's not bouncing around inside your Jeep or your camper.
Hey friends, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Kevin.
And we are doing a cargo camper conversion build, which has been a lot of fun. If you want to see some of our videos, you can go to our channel and click on some of our playlists and see all of the different projects we're doing. You can also visit our website at www.bfreebenson.com, and we'll link that in the description below.
Okay, so today what we're going to do is we are going to mount a jerry can holder on the back of the outside of the camper. And we do this because when you're boondocking, you need to have that gas for your generator.
But here's the thing, I don't want any gas smell in the car with me, or I don't want there to be gas smell in the camper, so it could not be in the car, and it could not, or the Jeep, and it could not be in the camper.
Yep, so what we're going to do is we're going to mount this to the outside, make sure it's secure, because when they are full, they are heavy. Typically we travel with them empty and then fill them up when we get close to the location where we're going to need it, but we still want to make sure it's as solid as it can possibly be.
So let's get at it.
The way these gas can holders work is they have two areas where you can secure them in. Of course, that's never where your studs are. You could probably get one in a stud, one not, but I like to have it so that you have the security of having a stud as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this aluminum strip, put it across the studs, mount the gas can holder into the aluminum strip, which will give it additional security. So what I'm going to do right now, though, is because where we're mounting it, we're going to be mounting it right over in this area here. So we're going to have an angle where this kicks in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my first cut on that piece with the angle, and then what we'll do is we'll do equal distance on each one coming across, and then we will screw those into the studs. Then we will screw the gas can holder into the actual strips. We've got to make sure we know where the studs are as we're going forward. But the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut this little angle so I've got it ready. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're cutting them so they're equal distance, and from the longest part, so we can line them up appropriately. So this is the way the jerry can is set up when it's together, roughly. So what we're doing here is we're going to take this strip that goes over, and you can see that it's not completely closed right here. Well, that's easy for somebody to kind of push down, pop it off, and steal your gas can. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this out on a piece of wood. We're going to hammer it down so that it's at least a little more difficult to steal the gas can. Here, just over here. That was great, wasn't it? I just split that. Well, I'm going to have to get a little bit stronger piece here. Okay, so first thing we're going to do though is measure these, because this is 5 inches on center. So we want these center of this to the center of this one to be 5 inches. Now what we need to do is we need to find the studs. So let's find the studs first, and then we'll get back to this. All right, so we took the piece that we cut and we screwed it into the studs to begin with. And now what I'm going to determine is whether, if I put this one on the stud and then we try to close the door, just want to make sure that we'll have enough room to do it without running into the door. So keep bringing it, keep bringing it, keep bringing it as I'm trying to get out of the way.
Think skinny.
Yep. So that should work. Yep, that'll work. Okay. We're going to mount the next piece up 5 inches on center from this, because that's where the bar will connect 5 inches on center.
Okay.
All right, so can you put your hand on that?
Yep.
That should be pretty darn close. Go away a little bit, just a touch. All right, now move your hand for a second. Sharpie. All right. So we're gonna back that up a little bit. Okay.
Both bars in solid on the studs.
So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this one back out. Actually, I'm gonna go put the base and the top together, just to screw on this side first, in where the stud is, and then we're going to screw fresh ones in on the other side where the stud is not. Let me see. When you're laying this out, you got to make sure that if you put this on like I did, that it's all sitting in the right orientation. And I'm only putting them on one side. And going good. Now, I'm starting to strip a little bit. That's what I want it. Okay.
You got a little bit of got a good.
Anyway, so we're going to get ready to mount this holder on now. We're going to blow up. One thing when you're working with aluminum, you get a lot of chips. I just went and wiped my nose and I had a big metal chip stuck in my hand, so about cut the end of my nose off. So just be careful when you're working with aluminum. There's a lot of flakes and flecks. Okay, you can hold that like that. Once the can goes in, that goes up around it. We're good to go, so we'll try a can in here in just a minute. Okay, so I actually forgot, we're gonna put these little pieces on the outside here using the screws that came with the factory, from the factory. All right, so we got the new gas can, got it in the holder, got everything secure. Looks great. Eric?
Yeah, it all went pretty smooth. We were able to find the studs without much of a problem, which was probably the biggest concern, just making sure it gets nice and stable, but here we are.
For the tools we used, all the different things we've used, go to our website, www.befreebenson.com. It'll have tips and tricks and some different things that you can access there that are not on the video. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and click on the video on the screen or go to our playlist at Be Free Benson DIY. And if you found value in this video, go ahead and hit that like and also subscribe to our channel. Remember, doing things yourself, even when it's freezing cold, allows you to be free. See you in the next video.
Hey friends.
I just got hit in the leg underneath the camera.
Turn this way.
Over so that we can line them up. Guys, Coda, stop.